Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be very quick and simple and to the point, but in the future, I'm planning on making a series that's kind of going to be like a Marvel versus DC thing. I'll probably do it like once a month or something like that if they have multiple projects coming out. But next year, I know that there's going to be a really big thing whenever the new Superman movie comes out and Fantastic Four comes out around the same time. And today, James Gunn said something in an interview, and I think that it's absolutely hilarious, so I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk about it. So, for people who do not know, Superman wrapped filming about it like a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, that's awesome, we're really excited that it's wrapped filming. We're starting to, start speculating on when we're going to get some first looks, whenever we're going to get like a teaser trailer, maybe a poster, stuff like that. And something that I thought was really interesting about this is, for people who are keeping up with like the trades and knowing like, okay, well, this movie is now filming, this movie's in production, this movie's in post-production, and stuff like that, I thought it was really interesting. About 2 weeks after they started filming Fantastic Four, Superman is already finished filming. And for people who don't know, those two movies right now are slated to come out at the same time. And I think that it is really interesting that like Marvel is like 100% confident that Fantastic Four is going to be able to come out next summer, even though they're filming and everything just kind of started right now. And I think that that's interesting, right? Obviously, Marvel knows what they're doing. They're a big studio. They have a lot of movies and stuff, and they have a lot of moving pieces. But for the most part, they typically do a relatively good job at giving us final products that are at least acceptable for the most part. And when it comes to Fantastic Four, this is a project that Kevin Feige himself has said it's his most anticipated thing ever. He's so excited about it. Literally, he could not contain his enthusiasm for this movie. He's insanely excited that they're being able to do it. And he's really proud of the team that they've got there. And I think that it's great. And I think Fantastic Four is going to be great. But I do think it is really interesting that that movie just kind of went into filming and stuff like that. And James Gunn just recently said part of the reason why Superman finished filming a year in advance is so that the post-production team and everybody who's working on the VFX and the CGI have plenty of time to do their job and do it correctly and make sure that all the visuals look fantastic and that there is no issues with the CGI. And I think that's awesome. First of all, I'm incredibly excited for both of these movies. I think they're both going to be great. I don't want to shame Fantastic Four or say anything about like Marvel is doing a bad job or whatever. They're not treating their CGI artists fairly. But also, it's got to be really refreshing hearing James Gunn say something along those lines, because for people who do not know, a lot of superhero movies recently have really had an issue with like, okay, they have 3 months to do, CGI for all these different things. And then like, they'll be getting relatively close to the end of the like 2 month period. And then they'll be like, okay, by the way, you guys have 2 weeks now. And they'll just kind of like really rush production. A lot of people will work a lot of overtime and a lot of people don't really get paid enough to really justify the way that they're being treated very harshly. And a big thing about it is for the longest time, the CGI artists can't really unionize because they're kind of they're not necessarily hired by Marvel Studios. They're hired by a company and they're contracted workers. They're not people who are like officially employed by Marvel. And because of that, it makes it a lot harder for them to unionize and potentially do like a strike, like the writer's strike or the actor's strike. And I think it's very interesting that James Gunn publicly was making a statement about the fact that he's making sure that they have time to work. And I don't think that was shots fired at Marvel, but at the same time, kind of feels like that's shots fired at Marvel. So in the future, when I do episodes of the show and I do Marvel versus DC, I'll probably at the end of every single video be like, and the winner for this specific, video, and I'll say which one, for this one, DC. But that being said, we got a look at the practical like suit that they're using for the Thing on set for Fantastic Four. I'm not going to post it on here because it might be copyrighted and it might be one of those things where it's like they're trying to quickly take it off the internet. So I'm not going to show it here, but it is on the internet. You can potentially go find it. It looks fantastic. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, that being said, that was it for this video. Like I said, short and simple and sweet and to the point. Thank you guys so much for coming by and checking it out. I love and appreciate you guys so much for watching. And if you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bow, bow, bow.